Thank you. Maybe I can start by let us know where you're joining us from and how is it there? Has it started raining or we are just there waiting? Let us know in the chat. Let us know. For myself, I'm currently in Nairobi and you can see the weather is not that bad. It's sunny, cool weather, nothing much going on in terms of that. Uh, but I don't know what it is. Thank you, Jimmy. How is Chuka? I know I'll be back there very soon. Been up and about. How about the others? How about all of us? Like to get to know how we are doing. Hey, Jimmy is saying it's great. What about the others? I'm not here alone with Jimmy. I need to get to know how all of you are and where you're joining us from, because it's apart from the technology, how Atlassian works, it's about teams, and we need to get to know how are teams going on? How are you doing? Hey, thank you, Charity. Then also from Chuka. Bit cloudy but not raining. Awesome more from Chuka. Thanks so much, Mike and Charity and Emmanuel. Awesome. So today is a precursor to a physical session that we're going to be having very soon. I'm thinking of whether it's going to be Thursday or Friday. Can be tricky, either Thursday or Sunday, because on Friday I'll be in Narok, and on Saturday I'll be back in Nairobi for an event, and then I'll be back on Sunday. So, but that's something I'm going to deal with. But they wanted us to do kind of a hands-on. Just let me first get to know Bash uh, of numbers, if I can say. If you have an active Trello account. Today's session is called Power Up Your Workflow with Trello. And I'd like to know, first of all, how many of you have Trello either on your phone, if you have installed it, or on your laptop? Just get to know, first of all, if you have it. If you do have it, let's get to know. How many of you have it on your laptop and or on your phone, especially on your phone also? So Jimmy is also saying he has it. What about anyone? If you have, you can also raise your hand and get to see all of you. I'm not going to tell you to speak if you're afraid of speaking. Okay, I'm just getting something here. so that you get to know what we are talking about. So let me present this. A bit. In this. Okay, let me share my screen. Hi, Elvis. Elvis is joining from Nanyuki, and it's very hot. Wow. Yes, even using it on the web also counts if you also have it. I just want, first of all, I had two parts of that question. I wanted to know those who have it. I also wanted to know those who you actively use it on a daily basis, because that is the essence of this session. These sessions is to really inspire you to do it use it on a daily basis. So I'm downloading the presentation. Stop it. It's telling me it's done to download enough. Okay. It's not us to do like, let's get like a beginner's guide to all of these. And as much as it has so many different things, I want us to do it in a very practical way. So if you've never used Trello before, I would like you to, and Jimmy, I think you're going to support me also on that, as you're going to see this after I make this presentation, is for you to understand what Trello does and what it can be able to do for you. So I'd like you to go to this part, go to this link. Let me share the link. Then I share my screen. So just open that link. Let me share my screen. Just see if I can also do this. And also please know that you're going to get, like, everyone who is here on this call is going to an assured ticket for the session, for the physical session that we're going to be having. That is the surety. Others, that means that I'll be able to share with you a link where you're going to put in your details, and then you're going to get fast and access to that. So that's something that you're going to look at. If you've already clicked on that link and opened it, let me know in the chat. You can have a one in the chat. I was getting this PPT, but I'm not getting it. Here I am. Okay. First of all, let me share audio. Again, let me share with audio. You let me know if you hear the audio.
I'm trying to get something done, and then this happens.
Is it audible? Can you hear the sound? Okay, good. Thank you.
I'm trying to get something done, and then this happens. With the brand new Trello inbox, I'll take a breath and handle them all one by one. Forwarding this email to inbox, Atlassian Intelligence will parse it and create a card with this happens. With the brand new Trello inbox, I'll take a breath and handle them all one by one. Forwarding this email to inbox, Atlassian Intelligence will parse it and create a card with all the details. I can save this message in Slack, and same, Atlassian Intelligence can parse it and add it to my inbox. That hallway conversation about the marketing presentation being moved up to Friday can be added via Siri. Once I have it all in my inbox, the new Trello Planner can help me find time to get it all done. And just like that, I can get everything done without getting overwhelmed.
So that is coming soon. That is an amazing thing called the Trello inbox. You can see it is coming soon. So anytime you're having something in your mind, I don't know that you've ever had this moment. You have a aha moment, and you really want to get it done and like you want to get it. What can I say? You want to get it somewhere sorted out or recorded somewhere, and you don't know how to do it. You don't know where to start or where to do it and such of that sort. So we are going to do these, and I'm going to ask also all of you to do this, and also Jimmy to help me just in case my network starts doing things. So like as if you don't have an account, just come up here. Yes, I have done that, Jimmy, thank you. I've also made you co-host so that you can also do that. I'd like you to come up here and click sign up. It's free. So when you click sign up, it's free. For me, I don't think I'll need to sign up because I might be already logged in. Okay, then you can choose if you want, you can put in your email, then sign up, then choose Google, or you can sign up like that. So I'd like you to sign up for Trello. Currently, please do that right now. Then once you sign up, I'll be able to log in. Let me log in for my case. Let me just choose continue to Google. And choose please. you'll be presented with such a screen. Although, let me see who can. Okay, mine is quite, has a lot of different things, but let me show you what is here. So most of the time you'll have this top part. You have this top part. You have things called workspaces, and it's something called recent if you want to look at your recent, start, more, and also a plus icon if you want to add something else, and the Trello home icon. You can even search for your board. Sometimes you may be having many of them, and a click of your icon there. So it's very important to know about things around boards, templates, and home. And if I do it without looking at definitions or anything, I always prefer starting with templates, because if I go to a template, I don't have to start from scratch on a number of different things. And since today's session is how you can power up your workflow, we can be able to talk about productivity. So you can click on that link. And if you don't know how I got there, I can also share the link, the direct link to where I am. That is trello.com/templates/productivity. And once you're there, you can give me a 2 in the chat. Can I get a 2 in the chat once you're there? Thank you, Jimmy. What about the others? I want to know whether you're flowing together. Thank you, Charity. Thank you, Lucy. Hope you're all logged in, and yeah. So there's so many different templates on productivity here, and you can see many things on your life goals, Atlassian basic board, better work habits, daily task management, getting things done, personal and work tools, planning your day, productivity workflow, timed effort planner. So I'd like us to look at this timed effort planner. It looks very interesting. Let's focus on one. You can take them there and any other ones at your own time. Let's try to use the timed effort planner by Mahesh. So let's open that one. So once you open it, you are presented with so many different things there, many different things. And you can see, you can be able to know how many people have made a copy of it, how many times it has been viewed. Is used to improve productivity by categorizing different tasks into timed buckets. For example, today's session is a 1-hour session. So if I want, I could have put it here, but let's see, this is just how the template looks like. And you can see it is related to this. And you can see there's something called Trello Power Ups. It's just that we're not covering a lot in terms of Power Ups, but a Power Up is a feature that can integrate right into, so that you can be able to have some extended functionality. So right now, the calendar Power Up is used in this board, and it can help you visualize Trello cards in a calendar view. That's the beauty about it. So you can either share, you have the option of either sharing or even using the template. For now, I'd like us to use template. I'll choose a workspace. If you have multiple workspace, you can do that. But for me, let me use my personal workspace. And then just choose keep cards and keep template cards. Just leave it picked, and then create. So do let me know if you've gotten to such a screen. Are we all here? So I'll try to reduce these. I'll try to work on them. Let me edit it and then say, let me call this and say, call Jimmy to design the ACE event flyer. Let me just say that. Then I can say, I can change these like to be schedule the event on the ACE community platform. That can happen in 5 minutes, right? Okay, usually takes a bit of time, but it can happen in 5 minutes. Don't worry about me opening. I didn't intend to open it up here. I'll show you all these and I'll let even me take you through or something like that. So that is it. You can say I've changed it, and then maybe I can be able to say check the number of RSVPs for the physical or the March physical event. You can change it into anything. So you can see the moment you click on it, I can just edit it. So don't worry about in the moment you click edit, you see many things. Like when you click edit, you start seeing open card edit. Don't worry about this for now. Just choose that. For a 1 hour task, let me say host the virtual ACE event. But now since I know the date and time, I can edit the dates. Do you see that? I can edit the dates and I say it is today. Then I can say 5 p.m. But let me just put it like our start date. Let's do the start date. Then I can say it is maybe, let's say next week. That is maybe, let me say it is 20th. And then, okay, that is when it's going to do. Then it's going to be also on 20th, 20th at due by at 5 p.m. because that is when I'll be hosting the session as an example. Then I can have a reminder if I want. Do I want the reminder 1 day before, 2 days, whatever time you want to do? You can just do 1 day before. And I'll save it. I can do many other things, but for now, let me just do that. And I'll save that. So that is it. A 1 day task can be something different, but let me just, I'll leave this as it is and I'll let you know why. So if I do, like, let's say, let me put the due date to be something that makes sense for us. Let's say 2025 of April. So the members is mine. It's still saying it's complete, but it's okay. So let's say we have that. Let's say I have this. This is just for the aspect of the list. So in Trello's, you have a list, a card, and a board. So let me just highlight that so that you can get to understand. This whole thing is a board. That is why it's called a board. This black part is a list. And then this part here is a card, right? So those are some basic concepts you need to understand. These are cards. That is why you can see here, I'm being told add a card. I can add a card to any list and I can even create a new list. That is why you can see here, if I'm seeing on time the effort planner, I'm able to choose board here. That is something else. So board, Then you can see, I can be able to see I'm in a view mode or something. Can want to. So let me see if I can look at it from a calendar. This is a perspective only for the board. This is my board. These are templates. Let's go back. Just even go to recent. Then I just open my time default planner. So you can see for the calendar, I have to get out to Trello Premium. So I don't want to do that for now. Let me just leave it. But this one helps me get to know the task that I need to do. And if I finish, I can come here and mark it as complete. This one, since it's not complete, I can mark it as incomplete. You can just hover your mouse and mark it as complete. Any questions so far? Can I get a 3 if you're good to go? Are you getting it? And you can see I can even add I can add a list. I can call it a done bucket, done list, or I can just say done. And then anything that is done can be moved. So I can be able to look at, okay, maybe I called Jimmy to design the event flyer. So if I mark it as done, what I can do is I can move the card, and I can even move, okay, this is when we're moving it out of the board. Let me say I want to find an easier way instead of dragging and dropping, which I know I can. I wanted to use a simpler way. And I can even have the done somewhere. I can have the done move here at the start there, so that anytime I have those that I've done, I can just close it and move it there. If I've scheduled the event, I might it, and you can even automate this so that the moment you click tick, then it just moves it to that particular card. I don't know whether I can use that power up. They're telling me there's a new feature called mirror. Let me see, add a power up. So different things on how you can do things. So this is about forms, about what? This is a progress. So card aging these are the ones, calendar, card repeater. It can automatically copy cards. So these dash cards, GitHub, you can add GitHub, you can add. That is why you can see when you're talking about powering up your workflow, it's very important. You can even integrate GitHub so that you can attach branches to cards and all these different kind of things. MailChimp, README, Slack. I wanted to look for a power up that will help me move the cards. I think this is just a way of moving it directly, but let me see if I can move us. Let me look for more. So you can see time flow tracker, optimize your Trello workflow with precision. Identify these ones, just time tracking, comprehensive. This is just for project management. So let's see board utilities. Unban, linear, slow, what. Let's earlier automation can be something. See automation. Repeater. This one is for just bulk actions, card delete. Attachments, translator, card whatever. Save yourself when dealing with due dates. These are tools that will help you. Microsoft Planner, Autoplan. So let's see this one called Autoplan is AI generated tasks. So let me do that. Let me see. And say add this bar. By Phono AI. So let's see how this will help me. An interesting one. Remember, it's this one I've said is Autoplan. You can just search it directly and find it. Let me see if it's here. Yeah, it's here. And let me see automation. Can I have an automation here? Or let's use the automation for moving the rows so you can see. Let's look at this automation. Let's look at rows. So you can see Pono AI has appeared. It's called auto plan. So let's say if I want to create an automation, add a trigger. Card changes when a card is marked a complete by me. When a card is marked complete by me, move the card to the top, to the bottom of the list, to the top of the list called done. Then I'll choose that, and then I'll save that rule. So here's my automation. So I can now enable, automation is enabled. So let's just close that one. So let's say I take this back here and I have it there. So if I mark it as tick, let's see whether it's going to change it. So do you see it has changed it automatically? So this one. And then you can see, let's see how you can see it has been automatically moved so that I don't have to worry about moving it. If I like now I'll have posted the virtual event. If I tick that, okay, if I have not yet, then you can see it has been taken to the bot automatically, it is done as such. So that is also an automation. I don't know whether you captured that. Let me repeat what I've just done. I gone to automation, this icon that looks like a lightning, and then I went to rules. And then I can create a new rule. Let me not use this one. Let me create another automation. So if I can add a trigger and say when a card changes, that is, when a card is marked incomplete by me or by anyone, like if I'm collaborating with people, then move the card to list, can't estimate task. Or I can even decide I want to move it to not done. Let me just leave it as can't estimate tasks. Then I'll add that. Then I will save it. If I want to add another action, I can add it. Let me just save that one. So let's see whether it's going to do that. And I will come back. I've closed that. Let me take my can't estimate task and move it here so that you can see what will happen. Okay, thank you. So let me untick call Jimmy. Do you see it has gone to can't estimate tasks? Or I can be able to call these unestimated tasks. Unestimated tasks. Then I can do that. You can see it has gone. Is that the can't estimate? Oh, it has gone to can't estimate tasks because I said can't estimate tasks has to be created. Let me just take it back here and put it here. So I can go back and go and I realize it's not working as I wanted. So I'll go back to automation. I'll go to roles. Remember the rule was which one? The rule was the one on can't estimate. So I can edit it. It doesn't mean that if you create it, you cannot do anything to it. I can edit it. I can say move the tasks to unestimated tasks, not can't estimate. Then I'll save that. So that is automation. There's so many different things that you can do in this automation. It's so powerful. So let me just close that. Then let's see if I take it, will it take it back to done? Yes, do you see it has done it? It has just automatically moved that card to the done list. So you can try out all these and it can just make sure that it just makes your workflow amazing. So that is what you can do. The other thing I wanted to show you is let's look at this pawn auto plan by opponent. So it means that I need to authorize. So let's say authorize access to Trello. Let me see, let's say allow. It was created a long while ago. Let's see whether it is. So if I don't have an account, let me just create an account here. Let's register. I've just registered to the phone. I can see I have a token balance and a referral code. If you can use my referral code, but it's okay. So let's see what I have. There is access to Trello. Then I say, I think allow. Then I'll come here, just put my login details. And I'll click OK. Let's see. Yeah, so it's okay. So let's say, what do I want to plan? I want to plan. Some of you are getting towards exam period. I want to plan how to pass my professional certification exam. Choose auto plan. Let's see what it's doing. It has created a list. I don't know whether it has created something in the list. Let me do the one on start a business. Let me see if start a business will work. I don't know whether it's supposed to give me something here. Let's see. And you can see I can even create from a template. I can create a new template or whatever it is. Let's see from my calendar view. The beauty is once you can look at the calendar view power up, you'll be able to see something. You can see this one is marked as done, but yet it's not yet. I can just say, okay, you're not done, you have not completed that. So you can see it now appears in my calendar. That is also in the calendar power up that I see here. I'm not sure about this auto plan, whether it was supposed to generate something because it's just creating a list and you're not seeing this how the list is going to work. And the beauty, you can also archive a list. You can archive that list and be able to do more. So oh yeah, let me try to be a bit more descriptive, but I don't know. It should not be that of an issue. Let me see. On to start an online writing business. Within that business, I will be taking stock daily. I will also having meetings with business partners, and most importantly, and mostly paying bills and salaries, paying utility bills and salaries. Let's see whether that will help. Don't think it has helped because I was expecting, okay, it's like a gen something, it's an gen AI or something. It will take that and then create that small list, then put the different cards there. I don't think it's working as it should. You're going to see there are many other power ups to work with. But I don't know whether that has been descriptive. It's already at the top of the hour. Okay, let me see. Let me not use brain language. Let's try what Mary said. Create 5 lists for starting a business. Don't think it's doing what it's supposed to. I'm going to see. If I was saying create 5 lists, I should see 5 lists or something of that sort. But it's okay. Yeah, exactly, Emmanuel. It doesn't make sense. It's just, and for that purpose, and because of that, I think you can go to Power Ups and decide, okay, hey, you guy, and you go to settings. Then you can say remove. Then you can say clear data. So just remove that out. That is, I believe it's useless for us. It's not a Power Up that seems to work. Then I can comment. I can just refresh if you want to. Then it'll be good to go. Okay, I think that is it. That is it on my part. I wanted to say, yes, it's very important. Let me just pick up your details for today's session. So if you remember, if you'd already RSVP'd, please navigate. I would like to navigate to our platform so that I can just check you in for today's session. I think this was the one. And I would like to View attendees. Like to check you in. So just open my list. So let me just stop sharing so I can just not share details here. Let me just do this. So is there any question regarding what we've covered today so that I can be able to see how we can do this and make it better? Oh yeah, that's a good question. I don't use premium. I used to have 1 year access of premium as a community leader. But right now I don't use that. But I believe the free version can do a lot. Yes. Does Trello integrate with GitHub? Yes, we have these. Let me just share my screen one more time before we end this. You can easily integrate it with GitHub so that you can do amazing work. So if I go back to the Trello board and maximize that and close that, let me do this. Let me go to Power Ups. Let me add a Power Up. Then just search GitHub here. So so you can see this one, and I can add it. So here they are, you can see I have it. Now I've added it. Let me see if I can. After a while, I think I need to refresh so that it appears here. I think I'll need to authorize my GitHub. So I can see GitHub is here. I can go to settings, say authorize account, because I think I need to authorize GitHub, right? I can link my GitHub account. I usually don't remember my passwords. So if I don't get them right, okay, let me just, because I'm having it on a different account. But yeah, because we're wrapping up, I don't think I want to go through deep into it. And my network is acting up. I don't like it when it's low. Yeah, let me just sign in here. So this password, I don't even remember it because I have two-step verification. Just copy it. Not seeing the notification. Yeah, it is. Let me just say GitHub. Not that one. I want this one. With the 42296. The 42296. So it will say Rubongi. That is Trello Power Ups. So I've authorized it. So Jimmy, you can see that I've now been able to authorize it. So let's go back to Power Apps. Let's go to settings. Let's say with Power App. I think it's just to view how it looks like. But I think we're done with that part. So let's say I can add a, let me just use this card. I call Jimmy to design. Maybe I need to collaborate on that. You can see the Power Up on GitHub is here. You can click on it. I can attach a branch. I can attach a pull request. I can attach a commit. I can attach an issue. So if I want to attach a branch, I choose attach a branch. See, do you see I'm seeing all the repos on my, and I have to choose. For example, if I can decide, okay, let me see if I want something on this AWS Cloud Security project, I can just choose the main branch. And you can see with that, now set up here, it's loading. You can see it's already set up. So that is how you can be able to do much, and you can easily now in one space, you can be able to know all the issues. You can just make sure your workflow is in one place so you don't do context switching, and you can do a lot of that. Hope that answers and also helps you a lot. And you can even see the GitHub icon, the attachment. Awesome. I think that is good. I wanted to get your list. So let me see if I can just do a screenshot just to make my life easier. And that will help me. Thanks so much for making time for this. I know you guys are very busy on a number of different things. Jimmy, I don't know whether it's possible to take a screenshot on your end. Okay, thank you. Take that screenshot. You're going to align on the attendance. So I think with that, I can stop sharing. And then I'll kind of ask, please, when you get those things around giving feedback after the end of the session, please give our good feedback. And if there's anything that you want us to improve on, especially on timing and many different things, I'd be happy to support on that. Maybe I can get to know from one of you, maybe even on the chat. How was the session? Did you learn something today using Trello and how you can use it to do your daily day-to-day tasks? Did you understand something? Yes, Jonathan, if someone wants to speak. I can see heads, I can see something moving, but Gerald is saying, you learned awesome. Jimmy, you want to say something? You can see Gerald is saying you learned about the GitHub integration. Man is saying you've learned Power App automations is great, and even the GitHub integration is useful. Yes, Jimmy.
Yeah, so I think what really intrigued me was the GitHub integration, because you're able to work with multiple people, then track a project from different stages in the development cycle. So it's really helpful in that situation. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. And you can continue exploring. You can maybe have different power ups for even forms. When a form is filled, a card is created, and also the power ups on automation and how you can, the moment you click marked done, it is taken to what. So, yeah, that's good, Deluxe. So now you know that is why it was called power up your workflow. People sometimes think Trello is too manual, but it has amazing things that you can do and work in a team. And then you start doing that, and then at the end of it all, you want to finish the work and ship faster and provide the solutions and be agile. And Trello can be your one-stop shop. You can even start on working on it on a personal basis before you introduce it to a team and so on and so forth. So thank you so much for that. Thanks so much for this feedback. And I believe that was the essence of why we need also in the next session that you're going to be having physically, you're also going to learn about Loom and how Loom can help you reduce the number of meetings that you're having. I even saw there was a certain guy who came up with how they say they did a 5-year, was it a 5-year project? I don't know if it was a 5-year or a big project, meetingless, no meetings at all, no meetings at all. So how can you do that, and how can you do things async? Like you share with somebody, shares a video, you watch at your own time, someone else shows a video, something. Yeah, exactly. Please create your own Power App and also submit it. And you can also, there's also Atlassian has this thing, I don't know, it's called App Gist or something, where you can take part and compete in creating applications. Please, innovation is the way. If you can come up with a way we can integrate maybe an LLM like DeepSeek into it, and you can just start out of it and get lists, that is amazing. Yeah. So that is the essence of it. Thank you so much. And just to announce, we are going to work with Jimmy and the leadership team to give you when we're going to be having the physical event. The physical event is going to be so immersive. That is why you're saying you're going to have a maximum of around 20 people. And everyone who is going to join that session has to come with a laptop. You cannot come to TikTok. You have to come with a laptop, and then you're going to have amazing things coming out of that session. I think with that, I can stop the recording.